Peaches in the building. Peaches in the building. Rah, rah, rah. Ticka, 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 la, la, la. How do you say it though? Is it Carabao? 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 Carameo? Cucaseo? Cucaracha? It's the Cucaracha Cup. So we play the Cucaracha Cup on Wednesday. Cucaracha, Cucaracha, and then the Cucaracha Cup. No, Cucaracha, 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 playing in the Cabra. I can't even say it. Cucaracha, 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 playing in the Cucaracha Cup. Cucaracha, Cucaracha, we're playing in the Cucaracha Cup. It didn't sound right. Cucaracha, Cucaracha, we're playing in the Cucaracha Cup. Cucaracha, Cucaracha, we're gonna win the Cucaracha Cup. Yo, it's dark. Why is it always dark? It's like so sunny outside, dark. Why is it so dark? Hold on. Is that better? It's still dark, man. It looks like a saddle. That's a, yeah, yeah. No, that's not like our price, so y'all can't even see me. Yo, hold up. See, it's still dark, dog. Don't get it. Do not get it. But we're playing in the Cucaracha Cup, ladies and gentlemen. I was gonna chill, wait for some people to get here. At least like one or two. Squash a house. That Austrian glass and smoke shop. Squash a house. There's some sticker. Squash a house. Squash a house. Squash a house. They should have like a Cucaracha Cup. Cucaracha Cup sticker up there, dog. I ain't even playing with you. Cucaracha, Cucaracha. Playing in the Cucaracha Cup. Cucaracha, Cucaracha. We're gonna win the Cucaracha Cup. Cucaracha, Cucaracha. We're playing in the Cucaracha Cup. Cucaracha, Cucaracha. We're gonna win the Cucaracha Cup. Like I know it's a development league or league cup, cup league, league cup, Cup, Europa League, Europa Kirk Zuma. Like I know it's like a development cup, like the Baptiste, Senger, Longellos maybe if he gets a chance. Like I think we got a good second of like a good enough second string to put like Fredericks and Matsuaka in straight up. That's what I think. I read the predicted lineup. I don't know if I agree with the predicted lineup. Like really, the predicted lineup looked like I there's certain players I wouldn't play. Like I want to know like when people come in, if they start coming in, if they just X me up the irons. But like, yo, I think there's some players you need to rest. Like you can't play certain players in this. You can't. It's just like this is for the youngins. Like sprinkle it with the season, some season pros. But I don't know. Like some of the players that they predict are going to be playing in it are like they're like substitutes for us, like in first team matches. You know what I mean, what's my boy's name? Danny. Rate my takeaway. That is the dopest YouTube channel. I ain't even playing with you. I love when he starts off and he's like, "Let me whip my whistle," straight up, and yo, homeboy get some good food, man. Like there's two I haven't watched yet. One was they're like the new ones. One was a pizza with like charcoal crust, and then the next one was a pizza with kebab stuffing in the crust. I don't know about that. The kebab stuffing and the crust. Like, I love kebabs, don't get me wrong. But I don't know about, like, a kebab stuffing and the crust. That sounds like drunk food. That sounds like when you leave in the nightclub and you see that, that would light up your eyes. You'd be like, yeah, I want that. I want pizza, pepperoni and cheese, extra tomato sauce with like a kebab stuffed crust. I could dig with that. I could mess with that. I could F with that. But sober, it's like, you know how we can go to those like dirty, like dirty, like kebab shops, man. And it's like you eat it when you're drunk and it's like heaven. But you eat it when you're sober and you're like, ugh. I got one of them by me, man. And I really didn't believe that logic. But like I had it like after a few of these and I was like, whoa, this is nice. And then I had it when I was sober in like the daytime, which isn't too many times, but like when I was sober in the daytime I had it and it was like, yeah, didn't taste too good. Like it didn't taste bad. It just didn't go down the same. And whenever I go to the kebab shop, I get like extra sauces, dog. I get their hamburger sauce. I get their tzatziki. I get their garlic sauce. I get their hot sauce to the point where they want to start charging me for sauces. I'm like, how are you going to charge a man for sauces? There's sauces. You got like tubs of them. Like, how are you going to charge a man for sauces when you have tubs of sauces in your kitchen? Don't get it. Don't get it. Because there was this one kebab place I went to, and that's like to do the conversion. It costs like, what is it? Like, let's say like £7 50. And like I got like four sauces for like just one kebab. Well, no, it was a chicken shawarma. This wasn't the kebab one. I found the illest kebab place, by the way. Drunk or sober, dope. But yeah, no, I went for a chicken shawarma. Wickedest chicken shawarma. It's like, yeah, £7 50. And then I went to the next day and they're like, that's gonna be like £8 50. And I'm like, why? Like I'm just doing the conversion for you guys. And I'm like, why? And they're like, because you order like all the sauces. And I'm like, yeah, so you got tubs of them in the back. Oh, yeah. You're right, Pete. You're right. Yeah, okay. You know, don't get it. I do not get it. Do not want to sweat it. Straight up, man. But, yo, when are some people coming on? I want to talk football, man. I just don't want to talk like to nobody. There's three people watching, like, but they ain't in the comments. But it's like, yo, Carabao Cup, man. Fine, I'm just gonna start talking about it, but I'm gonna repeat myself, so be ready for some like repetition. So I went on this website, and the website basically said the predicted lineup for us playing Manchester United at Old Trafford, the theater of schemes, because it's not the theater of dreams, dog. It is the theater of schemes, and they're saying we're gonna play Areola, which I agree with. Fredericks Matsuaku, which I agree with. Just hope none of them get injured, but we kind of need that. Matsuaku needs to gain time, and Fredericks just needs to keep going up. And then in the middle, Diop and Dawson. I agree with that, but I'd like to see that youth, Baptista. I'd like to see Baptista getting thrown into the mix, man. So now you got five at the back. Then they were talking about Noble and Crow. I agree with that. Noble needs game time. He needs to get his head around like what happened on when was it, Saturday or Sunday? I think it was Sunday. It was Sunday because I remember trying to get Frankel on the show, but he was at church. Big up Adam Frankel. But yeah, so I can understand that. Get Noble to get his head around what happened because if he pulled that off, David Moyes would have looked like a genius, and he didn't. So now David Moyes looks like the evil, like pantomime villain. But If that got pulled off, he would have looked like a ledge. I ain't even playing you, man. He would have looked the dogs, you know what. And yeah, so though, like, I'm okay with that. Definitely want to see Areola in there. No, big up, Gatesy. Thank you for coming through. I apologize yesterday. I was like, Gatesy was nice enough. Gatesy was nice enough to like, Gatesy's been like, if this is Gatesy or Duke, they're both like dope. But Gatesy's been like a big advocate for West Ham Random. Like he advertises it on his channel. He gets me on there. Like from jump, he's like, "Oh, I want this segment called the Slice of Peach," and he delivered. And then he was doing a post match pint because I was talking to him when he was at the match, trying to see if he could come on at the match. And it is Gatesy. Big up Gatesy. Yes, Robert. So I don't know if you like being called Rob or Robert because I hear Duke calling you Rob, so maybe it's Rob. I don't know, but I'll call you Gatesy because then I'm not wrong. But yo, they were doing a post match. Oh, let me put them up. That's rude of me. I do apologize. Peach, I sent you a message yesterday. I know that's what I'm talking about right now. Hi, it's Gatesy. Yes, big up Gatesy. So they did like a post match thing that they might have done on the day of the match, but they didn't. Duke and Gatesy, when I say them, that's what I'm talking about. If you haven't watched it. It is flipping phenomenal. There are so many opinions and just what Gatesy thinks, what Duke thinks. It's really magic. It is really magic. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Forge from Iron, YouTube, go check it out. You can even talk to them on Twitter. They got a thing called Forge Talk. I need to do some like random talk thing. I don't know who I'd get on that with that kind of title though. There'd be probably people coming out of the woodwork who don't even support football. And they're just like, oh, random talk. Let's talk random talk. Uh, you call me Susan. Oh my days, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I'd never call you Susan, Doc. I would never call you Susan. But yeah, so oh man, you're the top man. But let me show you. Duke and Gacy did the post match, and it was brilliant. It was absolutely magic. Cause like Duke had his opinions, Gatesy had his opinions, and you could see, like, you know, a hamster, like in the wheel, when the wheel goes round and round and round. That was like Gatesy's mind working when like Duke was saying two things, and you could see him thinking and like coming up with what he was gonna say. It was dope. It was like top class. It was top class, man. And Gatesy invited me on that, but I did a stream at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was coming back from this girl's place. And I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop where I stop at the library here because they got free Wi-Fi, and I'm gonna do a YouTube thing. Well, yeah, that only lasted like an hour and a half or whatever. And then I get home because it's only like stone's throw from where I live, and get away, bug. And yeah, then I start watching two things on like the Cody thing, the TV thing that I got. It's not TV, it's like a Cody thing. You can stream anything. So I start watching two things, dog. Ancient Aliens about this place called Mount Shasta. And then like top 10 cover ups. Big up, Simon. Yes, Simon's in the building. Hold on. And then hold on. Gatesy's saying something. Are you up to anything about 45 minutes? 100%. 100%. I'm awake now. So like yeah, I came from this girl's place, did like a YouTube thing at the library, free Wi-Fi. Thank you very much, library. And then I get home, start watching Ancient Aliens about this thing called Shasta. It's in like North California. And apparently they got like crazy alien activity. There's like been monsters seen there. People actually go there and disappear. There was this like one group of people, like four guys, they went hiking there. And this one guy's like, oh, I'm just going to go to this thing called Mount Helen or whatever. And he goes, and then next thing you know, half an hour later, the people that he was with, or 15 minutes, they go to where he said he was going to go, in like St. Helen or Mount Helen, or I don't know, Helen something, not Susan something, Helen something. And he disappeared, like straight out disappeared. And they're talking about how they have portholes to like the universe. And so then I start watching that when I get home. So bar none, it's like 2:20 or something when I did the video, on for an hour and a half, let's say. So yeah, 3:30, 4 o'clock. I start watching this ancient alien thing. Bang! I'm up to like what, like quarter to five. And then I liked it so much, I'm like, let's see what other like shows these ancient alien thing has. So then they start talking about the top 10 cover-ups of the UFOs, and one was in England. One was in England, and it's weird. It's this one place in England. I forget where, but it's this one place in England, and it just looks like it's like a manor house or a house manor, however you say it, and like old Victorian type things. And it doesn't look like much. It looks a bit creepy. But then like underneath, they got tunnels from like here to like Kilimanjaro, dog. It was madness. It was madness. So this is my point. I do have a point. It takes me like a million hours to make a point. I know that. I've been told that many a time. But to make my point, I was supposed to go on Gatesy's thing at like, when was it? 2 2:30 ish my time, so 7:30 ish his time. And he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We're only gonna go on for like half an hour, 45 minutes." So I'm like, "All right, cool. Like half an hour, 45 minutes. That's good." Anyways, let me tell you, I stayed up from. I didn't even go to sleep after I watched the Ancient Aliens thing. I stayed up, had some brekkie. Mom needed me some do some shopping in that at the grocery store. The Dunya. I go there, come back, eat some more food, and then the lights just went off, dog. The lights just went off, like from, like what? I started watching The Chase, which is like 5 o'clock your time, 12 o'clock my time. And I start watching The Chase, and I saw the contestants and everything. I didn't even see who the chaser was or the first question asked or answered. I just Peach had a little kip. And then I woke up at like 5 o'clock. And then I'm going through my messages and I see Gatesy. He messaged me, "Oh yeah, we'll be going on at like 2:30 your time." I was gonzo. And that 45-minute video turned out to be like an hour and a half. But it was a good video. Another good video was Duke's video today, West Ham Daily. I want to do a West Ham Daily. And you won't get me talking all food, and you won't get me talking all ancient aliens, and all stuff like that. Either you tell me what you want me to talk about, or I'll come up with two things. I've already thought of two things. Duke talked about the youth setup, and it was really an informative video about how he's disappointed that the players who we have playing in the youth setup, they're not getting challenged. They're playing basically like when you have a scrimmage, they're basically playing the same players they're playing in a five-a-side or eight-a-side, seven-a-side, eight-a-side scrimmage. They're not challenging themselves. They're not challenging themselves, sorry, like Jermaine Defoe was, like Joe Cole was, like Declan Rice was, even to go to Reese Oxford, who he shed some light upon after his whole Arsenal debacle when he was like a brilliant player, and apparently his attitude was just Ravel Morrison ish, should I say? Ravel Morrison ish. Okay, I'll send you the link. WhatsApp. Oh, thank you so much, man. Okay, so Simon said, no, Sean. It's Sean. It's not Simon. I apologize, man. Like, subscribe, and share, man. It goes a long way. They call them algorithms or whatever. But just like, subscribe, and share. It helps us out a lot, man. Sean, 3-1 Aston Villa. Yeah, I see that. For tomorrow, right. I need to get some prep done. Speak soon, no doubt. Norwich nil for Liverpool. Oh, so now you're talking about the league. No, is this the league or is this the? No, it has to be the cup because you just put Wimbledon up in there. 5-0 Arsenal, nil Wimbledon, Manchester City 5, Wickham, not Wycombe. You get a lot of people up where I live, they call it Wycombe, dog. I want to smack them. But to tell you the truth, first time I saw that, I did call it Wycombe. I swear to God. And my dad like smacked me across the ear as soon as I said that, dog. Not literally, but verbally. We were on the train going from, where was it? From Waterloo to Basingstoke. And we passed Wickham. And I'm like, oh, that's where so and so used to play, Wycombe. He's like, what did you just say? I said, Wycombe. He said, it's not Wycombe. It's like somebody saying Tottenham is Tottenham. You know what I mean? And we get that over here too, dog. We get that over here too. I've never said that. But it's like, yo, I'm showing you, man. I'm showing y'all pronounce two things properly, man. Wolverhampton 2-3, 3 Tottenham, 3 Tottenham. Fulham 2, Leeds 1, Millwall nil. Love that. Leicester 3. So let me ask y'all, let me ask Sean, do you agree with the starting lineup for West Ham being Areola in goal, Fredericks Matsuako on each side, Dawson and Diop, Crawl and Noble in the holding role, and then Vlasic is a number 10, Ben Rama, Yarmolenko, and Antonio up front? Do you agree with that? I don't. I don't. I want to see Baptiste. I want to see Flex. And I don't want to see Antonio play. Antonio can train all day long. I don't want to see the man play. Like his hamstrings. Remember that, Moyes. He might be like fit as a fiddle right now, but I do not want to see him play. So let me know what you're thinking about that, because I wouldn't go with that. What lineup would you go for? What lineup I would not go for that lineup. Not at all. Like Sean, I don't know if you support West Ham or you don't. I don't know how many players you're familiar with or not. But like this Baptiste kid that we got, he's a unit. And he settles right in for me. He settles right in for me, man. Flex, he needs to. This was like what Duke was saying on the West Ham Daily Show. He needs to challenge himself against tougher competition. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be too much tougher competition because Manchester United is going to play their like second, third string. Honest to goodness, I see that as clear as day. Honest, but yeah, let me know what you think or anybody else in the live chat what they think about that. The next thing is Rio Ferdinand. Rio Ferdinand's a funny individual because he started his stint at West Ham, and I think we did put him out on loan. That's what Duke was saying. He got to challenge with the best of them. He was also saying how Connor Coventry should have been put on loan a lot before now, and I agree with that. But I think there's circumstances to this because I don't think like we've had many of managers. You know what I mean? So it's like we had Moyes, then we had Pellegrini, then we got back Moyes. So if it was anybody that was going to do it, it should and would have been Pellegrini. That's what I think screwed him up. That's what I think screwed up Connor Coventry not going out on loan sooner. Yeah, because Duke was saying you look at Josh Cullen. He went out on loan, and now he's like captain of Arkelect, or however you say it. I think it's a German club. Antelect. Yo, that's a dope stone. Look at this, dog. Yo, that's a dope stone still. Look, can you see that? It's like pink and white, and that's crazy, dog. Looks like a shoe, straight up. But yeah, I think Manuel Pellegrini had a lot to do with Coventry not going out on loan sooner. Yo, Sean's still coming up with two things. Brentford 3, Oldham nil. Big yourself up, rude boy. But yeah, I back to Rio. Rio went out on loan. That like segued to me talking about Connor Coventry. He went out on loan, but he was West Ham. And then he went to Leeds, and then he went to United. He's more united than West Ham, and that's where he came from. And he's more united than West Ham. And like last year, you had the man them saying West Ham is the perfect place for Jesse Lingard. Then when the summer transfer came, hold on, we got a Sean update. We got a Sean update. Burnley 3, Rochdale 1, 100. Then we got like Rio Ferdinand. That's the Rio I'm talking about. We got him saying, "Oh, Jesse Lingard, perfect. West Ham is the perfect club for him." Then in the transfer like summer, he's like Rio was saying Jesse Lingard should stay at West Ham if he wants game time and he wants to like up his game, get into the England squad, like month in month out type things. Now he came out today and said Jesse Lingard like he could be an asset at Manchester United. Uh, Manchester United need him. That's the best place for him to be. It's like make up your mind, dog. Like I respect you as a footballer, homeboy. I wouldn't get in the ring with you, but I thought you were gonna turn on like Anthony Joshua on us, man. Like talking about how you're gonna like be like I don't know, all boxy doxy, fisticuffsy, all them things. I ain't seen nothing. And if there was something, it was as quiet as a mouse dog because I didn't see nothing. I heard about the hype. I heard about the hype, man, but I didn't see nothing, man. Like who's that? Who's that promoter, man? Anthony Hearns. I think I heard him talk like 1 or 2 times about it. I ain't heard him talk shit recently, man. So yeah, that's like stupid. I don't get that, man. I don't get what he said about flipping what's his face Lingard. Then okay, hold on. We got breaking news. Cheltenham 1, Preston 2, Preston North End. Done no. Jordan Hugo country that is, doc. That's Jordan Hugo country, doc. But then the next thing, and this is the last thing before I wrap it up, Bowen. Okay, so Liverpool wanted Bowen, right? 35 million apparently that was the price. Liverpool wanted Bowen. Now Tottenham want Bowen. And Gary Neville's come out and said, yeah, Bowen's an exciting player. He always gets me off my seat type thing. He bursts with energy. Well, first off, Gary Neville, you can get that because you were so biased when we were playing Manchester United, man. Like, I ain't having that, man. You know what? It was good to see what AFTV did, man. He was talking two things. And Troops, the Don, Robbie, they done like went to his area, dog. Went to his like Sky Sports studio, gaff, whatever it was, man. And they like drilled him with questions, dog. And it's like I want to drill the man them with questions too, dog, because he is biased. He is biased, man. Anyways, it looks like I'm going on Gatesy show. QPR nil, Everton 1. Yo, Sean, MC Sean in the place to be. Thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate that. You don't know, man. I appreciate that. Big things, man. If you could like, subscribe, share, even the 5 people watching, 4 people watching, 3 people watching, 6 people watching. Y'all could like, subscribe, share. It's West Ham Random. Know what I mean? On YouTube. We got West Ham Random on Twitter. I just did West Ham Random on Instagram. And now we got like, I couldn't get the name West Ham Random for Facebook, so it's just Peach Dog. PeachDaawg. Got all them things. Like, subscribe, share. Big up all yourselves, man. For those who couldn't make it in the live chat today, I already know who you are, man. Simon. That's why I got confused with you, Sean, with Simon and thing. With like Simon, Gaza, the disabled team. Yo, all the man them, man. Charlie boy, big up Charlie boy, man. We're thinking of you, dog. We're thinking of you, man. Big up Adam Frankel. You know what I mean? Yo, E20 Zone TV. Watch out. Big things, man. West Ham Random. What are we? We're fucking massive. Wigan 1, Sunderland 2. I don't know about that. I think that's going to be a draw still. Penalty kick type things, dog. But yo, we are fucking massive. That's West Ham I'm talking about. And we, West Ham Random, and all y'all, fucking random, dog. Big yourselves up.